MTN, everywhere you go.
Project Fame! What a feeling!
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. I am Richard. We're going to have a quick discussion. We're going to have an interactive session, so I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful time. So what I want to do first is, I'm sure a lot of you will be curious to know a lot of things. So I want to throw the ball to you guys, and any one of you who's asking a question, say your name, and let's just talk. Ask your questions. I'll also ask you questions, and we'll take it from there.
My name is Roland Ricketts. My question is, what is Nigerian music like in Sierra Leone?
Well, Nigerian music is, how would I say, it's kind of big in Sierra Leone. People dance to it a lot. Because one thing that attracts Sierra Leoneans to Nigerian music is the fact that you put a lot of your local language, your local dialect into your songs, and that's one big blessing you guys have in this country. Your local dialects really fit into music. There are some dialects that you listen to in other parts of the world that will really not sound sweet into music like the Nigerian music is, and it's full of slangs, and the Sierra Leoneans are those kinds of people who, well, they listen to message but not much. They like dancing, they like some kind of funny songs from Nigeria have really made it big in Sierra Leone that you wouldn't even expect, so it's Nigerian music is okay in Sierra Leone. Go ahead, yes.
Have you produced any Nigerian artists?
Well, not yet, but just like 2 weeks ago, I had a few calls from some of them, because what I want to do is, I'm also looking for that avenue to see how best I could bring in some different kind of style into, making the music what it should be right in Africa. Africa is where the market is, because if most of these big artists talk to you, they will let you know that they pay them huge in Africa than they would pay them in Europe and in America. So, but yes, to answer your question, I have not yet, but I'm on the verge of doing that. We're still on negotiations right now, and then we'll take it from that point. We're still negotiating.
Why is it that in Africa you just have basically Nigerian music going out there instead of music from other countries like Ghana, Sierra Leone coming in?
Well, one thing you might not be familiar with is the fact that you have a very big advantage, which is your market. Music is about number. If you have a population of 160 million people, then trust me, no matter how that market will be dormant, you would at least have like 60 million people patronizing music. And this doesn't, fall under the others who are out of this country.
My name is Nini Olasa. So how would you describe the kind of music done in Sierra Leone?
Well, how would I describe it? The kind of music done in Sierra Leone is what I would call a music you should dance to. You see, like Sierra Leone, we have a lot of you know, culture into what we do. But as of now, because of the trend of music and the way things are going, we're trying to merge up with, you know, the current, the ongoing wind in the world, in Africa and the world, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask, what does it take to be a producer? Like, because most of us actually have interest in production too, as singers.
Wale, are you sure you want to divert your attention?
Not diverting, like maybe with time, I might just...
With time?
Because I have interest in production, seriously.
Hey, Wale. Wale, I see you to be the next... who would I say? I see you to be the next Chris Brown. And you see one thing about music, when you have a divided attention, then it will be difficult for you to make it. If you want to be a producer, then you have to stay a producer because music has rules. If you want to really be a celebrity, an artist, a musician, then there are rules you have to play by. As a producer, there are places I don't go to. There are things I don't do. There are times when I really don't enjoy. Not that I don't want to, but it just doesn't permit me to. In Sierra Leone, there are times I get to change my number every 3 months. Because people want to meet you, people want to talk to you, people want to have your time, you know, for different reasons. So I think what I would advise you to do, producing is good, but trust me, you would make a good artist. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I just want to ask you, how do you get inspiration in doing what you do, and how do you get to know a good artist when you meet them?
Well, how my source of inspiration. First of all, I am inspired by the kinds of music I hear, the people. One of my biggest role model in the world is Dark Child. He's a producer in the States. He's worked with, he does most of Brandy's stuff. Yes, he's a fine producer, I admire him. And each time I listen to his music, I always say, you know what, he's good, but I can do better. All I need is to be on that platform where I can show him, look, if you play this way, trust me, Brandy is going to have a bigger and deeper inspiration on it. And when you meet an artist, it's not hard. It's not difficult to know, because a singer wants to sing all the time.
My name is Soundboy.
Yeah.
I want to ask if you have plans or you have thoughts about reaching to other places in Africa that might not have the opportunity of having a producer or have this kind of musical platform, because I lived on the Mambila Mountain for a year, and as big as that place is, there is not one single producer or a studio.
Where is that?
It's at the border of Nigeria and Cameroon, the Mambila Mountains.
Yeah. Well, ma'am, this should be, you know what, like in your little shows where you talk to people to vote for you, you have to make this known to them. Look, guys, I have been with you in this place, and you know, this has not happened. We don't have a studio, there's no producer. This is me now, Omolayo, and I'm here on Project Fame. You need to send in your votes now, because as soon as I become a superstar, you know, I need to come settle there, let people be aware that, you know, this place exists, and there are people who have talents who need to be given the opportunity. So for me, before getting to places like those, I need to have a contact person. I need to know what I'm going to do there. You know, it takes time. Like I said, the schedule is so busy. I would love to. I would really love to. Fortunately for me, my company lawyer and secretary, who's here with me, happens to be a Cameroonian. So I'm sure now that you've made mention of this, he's going to keep pushing me about that. So we'll see. We'll see what we'll do about that. We'll see. But I also want to ask a question. How do you get to you relating to each other when you're on a competition, you know, that you all want to win and you all want to become a superstar? How does that not affect your relationship? Because I know if living together, most of you will have friends that you click with. So how does it happen? Because staying in a relationship with somebody I'm competing with, it's kind of, I don't understand, but maybe any one of you could answer me on that. I don't know.
Every other person. I guess we all have our own reasons or answers to that. For me, it's not just about the competition. For me, it's the relationship after or life after the competition. Because one thing is, money as it is will not stay forever if it's not well controlled. And, for me, it's all about just keep the relationship, make friends that will last forever. And with these same persons here, whoever wins, you can still become who you want to be through the same person. So there's no point trying to fight about it or keep enmities or trying to make problems out of it.
My own personal advice would be that, like, for the 8 of you who are here right now, you need to be friends. There are lots of ways you can help yourselves after this thing. You know, it's like he said, it's a relationship. So you have to care for each other. You have to know each other. You have to know each other's plans. You have to stay together because it keeps you tight. You know, for the Whiskids, they have their team of people they talk to. You know, they relate. They talk to each other. You know, so it will be good. You could be the next, you know, people to control this Nigerian industry. So it's all up to you. And trust me, there's money in this business. There's money in this business. You know, so if you see me leaving Sierra Leone to fly over to Nigeria and come, you know, not just chill in the hotel, it tells you that there's money in this business. I must have left something to come here. But I'm okay with that because I'm talking to the next superstars that I'll be dealing with, that I'll be inviting to Sierra Leone, you know? So, all right. All right, wish you all the best. I hope you become the next superstars, and I'll be very proud to receive a lot of you in Sierra Leone. Lots of you in Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye. Yes.
Project Fame. What a feeling.
MTN, everywhere you go.